Good evening, everyone. This is Brimster, and I should be recording some puzzles, but I have popcorn stuck in my teeth, and I couldn't be bothered thinking that hard. So I am going to continue to be diabolic. Okay. A grand amount of obusite. There's a couple of bosses on here. Boss, pit, boards. Lord Zia.
I expect you'll need those.
Into the Nemesis lair. There was a purple in there. There's actually two purples in there. And Andariel's visage and a melted heart of Selig. They're not the purples I want. I got two purples that I don't want. And I'm going to turn them into junk. Because then I can craft a random mythic. And I'm trying to click on the names and they really make it tricky. All junk, except for those which have the possibility of staying junk. Let's do a pit. So it's starting either tomorrow or the day after. There's a goblin event. So I should be recording puzzles, actually. So I have bandwidth to do the goblin event when it spawns. But one thing we know is I'm not very clever.
It is done.
Not a single one of those broke through the loot filter. Although the loot filter will break under many circumstances. I wonder if it's turning off the loot filter to pick stuff up that sends it to the chest, although that doesn't seem to be the case, does it?
Step up to my anvil. I'll be here, swinging away.
He's a swinger. For the hordes! Gotta face the infernal hordes. Man, why is it so late?
Sorcerer,
Hello.
have you wandered?
Gotta get this so far away from me, so far away from me. Ooh, I kind of saw that coming. I went boom.
Fight time. Good.
Faster events would be nice. I think it's going to be ambushing at this point.
You still believe in victory?
Surging! No chance I finish it. More surging Hellborn? But, surging would be fine, but faster events, considering Hellborn can spawn with events, is definitely the way to go. Now they won't spawn with roots. I do have Hellborn spawning with events. It used to do it a bunch until I improved Hellborn.
Open its flesh. Tear out its living soul.
Will be tested.
Don't be so testy. Lots of Aether Lords. I don't know where there's supposedly an event. I want to try this one. This could be messy. Because I'm getting a lot of lords. But they're all dropping 3 times as much. I was getting a lot of lords. Oh, and I get a butcher. Oh my lord. Hey Eric, I'll pay attention in a minute. Oof. Oh, I'm glad you made it for this one. I mean, I'm just chillaxing. I'm not really doing anything particularly serious. I should be recording puzzles, but I'm just in a brain-dead mood after a bit of a day.
You will find only your own death. You can never truly destroy me.
So the question is, do I open the chest for 400 or do I open the chest for 100? I think I do the greater equipment. And immediately regret it. Oh well. Oh. So I don't know if you saw on Skunkworks, I've put together the trailer. Actually, I think you were one of the people who responded, that I've put together a couple of videos and they're already scheduled. I just need to do some editing to get everything up and running for the pack to go live. I've also posted the pack document for proofreading. All important stuff.
Ancients, watch over this one.
Yeah, as long as I get the document proofread in the next sort of 48 hours by a couple of people, we'll be good. Pretty much a run through with the detour. Holy cow, that's all bunched in the middle. Oh, that's a long looping around, but I can do that. Come after goblins. That. You know what time isn't?
I have devoured many of your kind. How I have become your prey. Both you.
Too many wounds. Well, not too many, but at this point, there basically just should be a rune bag where all of the runes go into their predefined slots.
Taken apart. Melted down.
Slay the beast in the ice. I can done that. Maybe if it doesn't keep lagging. Right, I got 2 mythics earlier, and I was going to use the resplendent sparks to craft other mythics, and I didn't.
A hard-fought battle indeed. Oh, it is a S13, isn't it?
That didn't work.
PT to break. I'll be here, swinging away.
Boss. Helltide Harvest to... So we do that, I think. Guigo!
were nothing. Did you truly think all of this would be that easy? You think you've won? This is just the beginning!
The beginning! That went kind of terribly. Ooh, what's going on there? Why is YouTube reporting a massive problem? I mean, it's YouTube. Massive problems is what it does. Starting to think there is no chance of getting Unix that way.
Back to it then.
What, it's Grigor again? Okay, here we go back to fight Grigor again. Do 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 do. We fight Grigor again. Go, and I should have actually walked through the portal that was already there, shouldn't I? I am not a clever man. Yeah, YouTube's reporting all sorts of weird oddity stuff. Been doing a lot of crazy stuff lately.
They were nothing. Did you
Again?
truly think all of this would be that easy? You think you've won? This is just the beginning!
Maybe not one, maybe just a half.
Most useful.
Oh. I mean, Diablo scratches the same itch as Library does. It's just sort of relaxing, kind of do the same thing to get something better. You know, it's...
You know where to find me.
Doesn't work.
Ancient
Okay.
over this one.
L-Tides. Oh, hi, Butterfly. I mean, Library was kind of a more intellectual version of what Diablo is doing. It's kind of just get into a zen state and do something repetitive. The difference is library was kind of something that made you have to sort of, it was both meditative but also sort of contemplative, where Diablo was basically just button. They've both got a place. But they scratch the same itch.
You saved my life.
It's basically a can I efficiently sort and find the thing game. Yeah, but the fighting is just I mean, if you look at most of the sites and look at like guides and stuff about Diablo, very few of them are about the fighting. Most of them are about how you find the right things, how you put things in the right order. It's all about the building of the putting the numbers together in the right way. It's very little about the actual fighting. Like how you push the buttons to do the thing is the secondary element. It's kind of like in library, the titles of the books is meaningless. I mean, they added the theme to the game, but they didn't add the element to the game that made it engaging. And in Diablo, that's kind of what the fighting is. The fighting is the mechanism for which the actual mechanics of the game are presented. Now, most people don't actually comprehend that as truth because they see it, oh, monster go boom. But it's kind of a bit weird that way. Like, pick a random video about Diablo from one of the top creators. And odds are it's going to be about organization or sort of putting things in the right order or something like that. It's like in some way that's what it's going to be about. Right. How do you find the right thing? How do you put the right things together to craft the right thing? What's the efficient way of being able to sort of put these numbers together in the right way? They might talk about how do you like set up your skills, but they don't really then talk about how to use the skills in efficient ways. Like, these are what the skills need to be, but it's not actually about the fighting. That's not what they talk about. Elemental Constellation. I don't think I'm using that anymore. I was for a long time. Oh, I have no problem with that. It's a very different style of game. As I said, one is for people who want to be organized in a relaxing way and get the dopamine hit from being more zen. And one of them is for people who want to get the, oh look, big thing go boom. It's a very different mindset. I enjoy both. One isn't necessarily better than the other, they're just different. These games are more popular. There's no question that these are more popular. Where the heck? Let's go down there and see if I can pick that up on the way. I mean, library has been significantly more popular recently. Videos about library, not mine, but videos about library have been doing incredibly well. More creators getting, you know, tens and hundreds of thousands of hits on their library videos. As I said, not mine, which is weird because I tried to do something different on mine that I had not seen anyone else do, which was I tried to do the multi-audio track so that there was the ability to watch the video without the commentary. I tried to do something different. Actually, that took quite a lot of editing getting that working. But yeah, no one seemed to care. Like, I thought that might actually draw some interest, but it really didn't. I obviously don't understand the internet. I mean, it's pretty clear I don't understand the internet. It's okay, Butterfly. I'm surprised that you come here to watch, considering.
That's it for back to it then.
I'm glad I could do library and introduce you to a game that you got so much pleasure out of. That was a huge win for me. I consider that a victory. Great run through. I was hoping this could be the season where I actually finally got some good mythics rather than just the crappy ones I normally run with. I say crappy, they're the best gear in the game, but just running with sort of base mythics. But it has not been the case. That's fair.
You have strength. I wonder.
With some of the people that I watch who stream, I'm often like doing puzzle channel admin or something like that while I'm doing it. I've sometimes wanted to reach out to you to see if there was any stuff that you were interested in contributing to the channel. Oh, look, I'm doing an escalating nightmare dungeon. What a surprise. The puzzle channel. I mean, realistically either, but this channel, I mean, this channel doesn't deserve it. It doesn't deserve people's attention. And by that I mean, I'm not saying that it doesn't deserve to be watched. What I'm saying is I wouldn't put effort into this channel. Like, I don't even put much effort into this channel. This channel is for me to hang out and spend time with friends. So it doesn't really deserve, and for me to revisit what I do later, it doesn't really deserve, like, people saying, oh, I'm going to go out of my way and create this for it. It's like, eh. I mean, there has been other stuff for this channel I've been working on in the background. And the library stuff that I did with the multiple soundtracks and everything was kind of a proof of concept for some of it. But generally on this channel, I just log on and have some fun with it. Herodric Strong Room and Gem Reserve. I didn't do the last Herodric Strong Room because I was kind of in the middle of a run. Yeah, that's what I like about it. So some of the Sudoku I set early last year or mid last year or late last year are still sitting there where I haven't actually sort of locked them down. So I can come back and test them. It's one of the things that I want to talk about in the talk I'm doing at SudokuCon. One of the concepts that I want to briefly touch on is testing. And my concept there is, as a general rule, you do want to test your own puzzles. But ideally what you want to do is you want to test the puzzle after you've been sort of sitting away from it for at least 48 hours. 48 hours, I think, is a good number as sort of revisiting it. So that way you're testing your puzzle from the perspective of comfort, but you're not you're not going in like straight away.
I expect you'll need that.
That's unfortunate. I'm sorry about that, Butterfly. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing at the moment either. There's a couple of things that are causing me some issues, and I'm hoping that they will be manageable. If they're not, I'm terrified. But I'm not trying to scare anyone or bother anyone or look for sympathy, because it may all turn out okay. It's one of the problems with getting old, but it still beats the alternative. $31 is a low number for the conviction now. Cry, little rune boy.
Mainlander, what brings
Hello.
you?
That swirly portal. Man, I say the same joke every time, don't I?
Step up to my taken apart.
Have a good one, Eric. Because I normally miss Eric saying farewell. Drifting Shade. Drifting Shades is almost more annoying than Stormbane's Wrath now, because it doesn't go away. So when you're looting, even at the end of the dungeon, Okay, run all the way back. Yep. We're all doing that more and more.
See what it is.
I actually called someone into a meeting today, and they said, oh, I need a couple of minutes, and by the time they got back for the meeting, I'd forgotten why I needed them. I was like, it's okay, it'll come to you, and it's like, yeah, maybe. Like, really makes you feel like a doofus. What are the chances I'm going to get a mythic?
I'll turn this air to smoke and ash. Did you think it was over? Oh, wanderer. Ah, how sweet the pain of destruction. Until next time, wanderer.
Apparently no. No purple for me.
Mainlander, taken apart, melted down.
GA Ancestrals just do not happen.
PT to Bre Albiir, swinging away.
Hail victory, and many more to come.
This should be interesting.
Thou shalt not share. That's not transmutable. Build a war plan, build a war plan, build a war plan, build a war plan. Good XP on Helltide Harvest. I want to try something new. That's worse.
Something else in mind?
That is also worse. Oh, really? Two more days of work, then I've got 5 days of holidays. Then 4 days of work, then a weekend. Then 1 day of work, then 4 days of holidays. Then 2 weeks of regular hours. Then 5 weeks off.
Curse this place. I'm being followed.
Like and subscribe! I don't get followed that way. I'm almost at the point where a subscriber count I was at Christmas. I think I'm only 1 short, maybe 2. I think my record is 495? Considering I've been trying to get to 500 for over a year now. I think I hit 490 first just over a year ago. I'm at 493 when I looked last time. Now that I've said that, when I next look, I'm going to be at 492 or 491. I think I was at 492 when I started this season of Diablo 4. I was like, oh, cool, I'm only 8 off. And then I looked at the end of the session when I said that, and I was 489 again. It was like, no!
Fresh meat!
Hello, Butcher.
Now you have quite a taste.
The Butcher has a tail? I don't know what the point of killing him is supposed to be. I do a nightmare dungeon. I'm getting all these keys. So this is going to be a slow run. Because I'm going to have that O-Balls issue again. Maybe. I actually had someone provide me some email me today because of the Bremster Games channel rather than because of the Bremster Puzzles channel, which is unusual. I was like, that's very strange. I don't think I've seen any O-Balls chests, but I've kind of been thinking about other things. I'm probably playing poorly. Oh no, I didn't overwhelm myself with O-Balls. Is it O-Balls? Hang on. The world has a chance of spawning a Herodric Strongroot. Okay. I thought I was supposed to get more affixes than that. I'm in a nightmare dungeon, right? Yeah. It says I'm in Nightmare Escalation Tier 1. Something buggy has happened. It says I'm in Nightmare Escalation Tier 1 for Feral's Den. It didn't open the portal. It didn't spawn the chests. Something is really bugged here. Something is very, very bugged. But the monsters were... I'm going to say I don't understand.
PT to break another's work.
I'm going to log off and reset the game. I mean, I don't want to ever code anything as complex as Diablo, so, you know, the occasional bug, they happen. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. Probably play for another 40 minutes or so. So I think I lost that Nightmare Dungeon key, so let's try again.
That's it for back to it then.
It's not as if I'm starved for keys. Now, there's supposedly a world boss at 10 o'clock. Now, I will forget about that. But I have not been doing many world bosses, and I should be doing more world bosses.
Oh no!
But as I said, the goblin thing is coming probably tomorrow. And will last for about a week, and I'd love to do that event. So there's going to be more playing over because of that.
Cold. So cold.
Some of which is going to be at times that aren't normal because I won't be working for all of it. But I do have a lot of puzzles to record. So I've already started recording the puzzles for when I go to the UK in July. I have been given permission by one of my favourite puzzle creators to do some of their paid content that I did very early on in my Sudoku solving career that I bought early on. It's not been available for purchase for a few years now, and they gave me permission to do it on the channel as a special. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. So that will be over a month of content. And content I really like. And I shouldn't have come this way, I should have gone through the door. Okay, not what I expected. I was looking for the item to open the door, and I didn't even pay attention to what I was doing. I am tired, but that's okay. I'm not like tired. I'm just like tired. I'm not like I'm out of bed. Tired. I'm kind of just grandpa falling asleep in his chair tired. some point I'm going to have to redo my Paragon board. It was kind of interesting. I did a bunch of the puzzles from the set that I'm doing. I did a bunch of them in almost no time at all, like between 15 and 25 minutes, including full explanation, so which is always slower. And then I got one where I just couldn't solve it. I ended up having to go get help. Couldn't figure it out. I've always wondered. I was thinking about this the other day because someone turned around and was talking to me about the difference between myself and CTC, where how if they can't solve a puzzle on the first attempt, they won't release it, and they've made a deal of that. It's like they'll only do mythic sword. Don't go through the port. Don't go through the portal. Trying to cancel the portal and it wouldn't do it. How if they can't solve a puzzle on the first attempt, they'll never release the video for it. They won't try it again. Which is, you know, okay, fine, well and good, whatever, that's their thing and I don't do it that way, and, you know, different strokes for different folks. All good. Except they also made a call that they were going to do every rat run puzzle. So what would have happened if there'd been a rat run puzzle
Be ready.
that they couldn't solve on the first attempt? Irresistible force and movable object. Now, I'm fine, because I would say, I don't know, I can't figure this one out. I'll go get help and I'll come back after an edit point. But that doesn't work for them. So again, I'm not saying that there's a problem. I'm just curious what the solution, what their solution would have been. I can't ask them because any email I send to them is seems to be blocked. I've no guarantee because they rarely respond to anyone. I've no proof of that, but they used to respond to me a lot more. Like in the last 6 months, I've had no response to anything. Before then, I used to get a response every 3 to 4 months. And it's been, crikey, ages since I've had a puzzle featured. I think my last 11 submissions have been ignored. I go through phases where I give up. And then I go through phases where it's like, you know, I submit to other people. Why wouldn't I submit to them?
I won't last all night.
Treat everyone the same.
There's no end.
I submit to Timitab, I submit to Martha, I submit to Puzzle Patzer. I don't make many puzzles that are CTC worthy. Well, I think they're CTC worthy, but...
Thank you, Wanderer. Without you, I'd be dead. I think I can manage from here.
Have I slayed Aramis? I have no idea anymore. I don't know what I've done. No, I haven't. So, Aramis is where exactly? That would be the key there, wouldn't it? .25 conviction, again, really low.
Oh, it is a waitress, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, Simon's the one who solved them all. So the question would be, what would Simon do if he got stuck? Would he, like, stop the video and go get help and come back? Or would he, send it off to Mark and have Mark do the only one that's ever been done? I don't know. I'd be curious to know. I just try and do the best that I can given what I have.
Rivers of crimson to open the door at the bottom of these tunnels. Our sacrifice shall be rewarded. Salvation.
I think I do okay considering I'm working full time.
All hail the unholy mother and her divine blood.
I mean, I have to be working full time. The channel is not a profit winner.
Embrace hatred! You cannot stop us!
Not if you're shielded, I can't.
Sanctuary will burn!
I stopped one of you.
Will remain.
Two of you now. 65 in the conviction front. Into the boss's lair. Yeah, having been doing 2 videos a day for a few years while working has been rough. But you know, it's making me about $8 a day.
I'll turn this air to smoke and ash.
It's not true. I'm
How sweet.
making a little bit more than that because of Patreon and
Until next time,
Ko-fi.
wander.
I thought there we go. And it's Mythic Helm. The Harley. I got a Harley. That I don't need. I think I've already got a Harley. I do. So, hold on to that, hold on to that, hold on to that, hold on to that, hold on to that. Hold on to that. Not what I want. The rest of this is garbage. So goodbye, including the Harley. Garbage.
Pity to break another's work.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Push the right button. We want to grab one of those and one of those. We go boom, boom, boom. Nope. We go boom, boom, boom. Nope. Boom, boom. This doesn't work.
Oh, taken apart. Back to it then.
Thank you.
Goodbye. It has been a pleasure.
Infernal hordes. It's okay, Butterfly. The vault isn't supposed to be a man. I thought the vault would be an interesting concept. Like when I realized I was over like 1,600 videos or approaching 1,600 videos, so I had 1,000 videos. And they were just features. That didn't include puzzle packs and anything. I had 1,000 features and then another 1.5 years of content. It was like the vault just made sense. Like, why not do a post a day just reminding people? And as I said, I grabbed the first 1,000 videos, did a random list, like completely random. And have just been releasing them. I've noticed some weird patterns in there. Some setters get 2 features in a row. I think a couple of times in the list, there's literally back-to-back puzzles. where the dates just happen to line up one after the other, or the numbers. It's so, you know, it's puzzle 354 followed by 355, but that's like, it's completely random. I didn't go for pseudo random. I just went for randomize the list order. So there are random tools that will sort of make it like pseudo random, so that what you end up with is what humans think random should be. No, I just went completely random. And I'm happy with the results. I think it's going to be good because, I mean, literally it runs for the next 2 years. And it's showcasing puzzles that haven't been looked at in ages. Now, they only get like 30 views from those. And from there, they might get maybe 25 to 30 solves. That's okay.
You fight to live? Good.
I mean, the thing that scares me, and people turn around and say, "Oh my God, Bremster, you're sticking with it, and it's really, really good." You know, the person who's really sticking with it, Puzzle Patzer. So, you look at people like Sudoku Sleuth, who stopped because the channel wasn't going in the direction wanted and wasn't sort of gaining the traction they wanted, even though Sudoku Sleuth was doing quite well, getting, you know, thousands of views per video, doing several videos a week, had published a lot of videos, had gotten a large number of subscribers, was doing really, really well, but wasn't sort of the growth that they wanted. So Sudoku Sleuth, to my understanding, I'm not sure, but I believe that's why they stopped. Puzzle Patzer has nearly 2,000 videos on his channel, and it's still only at like 650 subscribers, and only gets under 100 views per video normally, and it's like, or a couple of hundred views maybe, and it's like, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. There's a man who's doing it for the absolute love of the hobby. Like, there's none of this, every video promote, like, the apps to sell or any of this sort of stuff. Nope, he's just, here's a puzzle, solve the puzzle, share the puzzle. Stunning work, Patzer. You are the unsung hero of the Sudoku community. Or at least of the video publishing community. Faces down everything. We'll do easy puzzles, and does a couple of times a week does puzzles which are the coffee break puzzles for people to do something if they're after something easy, but he'll occasionally face down things that'll take him 3 hours. What a champion. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Like, I do not have his persistence. I have no idea how he's so amazingly good at it. Possibly because I don't have the same amount of free time as I used to. Like it used to be when I started. Also, I don't think he's doing a video a day, but it feels like he is. But when I started, I was able to sort of find the time to do stuff, and then things just got nuts. Also, there's the pressure. There is pressure from having 6,000 subscribers. Like, it's a very different feeling of the way to face things down. Like, being in that middle bracket is weird. Like, I've got friends who have music channels, and like some of them are really small, some of them are middle, some of them are quite large, and the large ones say it's relaxing because whatever they do is going to work. The small ones say it doesn't really matter because they're too small for it to care. The ones in the middle range, they turn around and say it's really, really stressful because anything could like change in a heartbeat. And it's like, yeah, I kind of get it. Everything is like there's that pressure at this level to, if I change what I do, then everything could fall apart. And I've recently been doing some changes on the concept of I've got to be prepared to fail. Because otherwise I'll fail. But I don't think I should be as successful as I am compared to some of the others. But it's happened that way, and I'm just going to run with it. Like, I do what I do. If people like it, great. If they don't, bye-bye. Okay, I knew there was a Chaos Wave event that was making them so common, but this running 40 waves without seeing a single Chaos Wave is for the birds. Like, you should expect to see one per run, maybe two. Like, they should be like a 15% chance. And at the beginning, it should roll through, like, are you going to get it? Like, it shouldn't be rolling each wave. What it should be doing at the start is saying, okay, I'm going to roll, are you going to get a Chaos Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if you don't roll any on those where it's going to drop it in, it rolls through again until you get at least one. Because otherwise, dumb. Oh yeah, it's all about the algorithm. On some days, like a couple of weeks ago, one of my work colleagues turned around and said, "Here, you've got a YouTube channel." I said, "I've got two. One where I play video games, and it's not a good one because it's just me doing silly things, having fun. It's not as if I don't create video game content. I don't try and turn around and say this is the best way to play the game. I just log in and be a dad gamer. And not that I'm a dad, but that's what I do. And so, it's a more chill zone for people who know me than anything else. The other one is the one where I'm more successful, which is the puzzle channel where I solve Sudoku. And they said, "Oh, that sounds cool. I like Sudoku. I'm interested in seeing what that's like. What's the name of the channel?" And they put in the name of the channel. I was sitting next to them when they did it. They typed Bremster Puzzles into YouTube, and it gave them Cracking the Cryptid. Even though they typed in my specific channel name. Which is why it's really easy to get grumpy sometimes. Like, and I'm not saying that's CTC doing that. That's just the algorithm. That's just YouTube promoting where the money is. But of course, YouTube promoting where the money is right now is meaning that's where the money is always going to be. So I wonder how many people I've recommended my channel to and they've found CTC and wondering, what is he talking about? This isn't him. Last wave, last wave, last wave, last wave.
Abomination, spawn of living, you shall burn for nothing.
Without a Chaos Wave, it does not seem to be possible to both summon Bartok and open the 400 chest reliably. You've got to be really lucky. I would have needed a faster waves early on for it to work.
Shall deliver judgment. Yes. You will find only your own death.
Okay, Mythic Helm.
Destroy me.
It's another Andariel's. I've yet to see a Mythic Seal. I mean, even if I get one, it'll be crap. World boss in 10 minutes. World boss in 10 minutes. World boss in 10 minutes. Please stand clear. Mind the gap.
Back to it then.
I've hit 2 hours on the stream. Not too bad. There's a world boss in 8 minutes. I can do Beast of the Ice in that time. Okay. Oh, the Nandarials! No! Ah, why couldn't it have been an Erepedition with a greater affix? That would have been an upgrade. I've now got 2 Andariels. Yeah, I'm going to say you go away. All of that is garbage.
Taken apart, melted down.
A hard-fought battle indeed.
What was the thing of Eldruin? Dropped something on the ground that was something of Eldruin.
Pity to brag to it then.
But Eldruin is the sword. What was the item? I have no idea. Oh, well, let's find the world boss. That's the Legion event. World boss. Does that mean it's going to be a Shava? I recently had someone comment on one of my one of the videos I did that's still up of the Service Lamb, which was over 3 years ago, which was interesting because I've got all my videos of all of them basically. Because the people who stream on Twitch, which is where most people stream, their videos disappear after a very short period of time. Nope, Wandering Death. So all of their early videos I have to admit, I'm not huge on the monetization stuff, but there's been a couple of times I've been tempted to push the button on the Warcraft Legends set while it's on sale.
Hello. Greetings. I'm impressed. Greetings.
At least I don't think... Maybe one dropped and I missed it. I should go pick up the fishing quest. Twitch promoting all of the extra stuff on top and all of the banners and wanting to put all of the extra stuff. I just want me in the game. That's what I want. Can anyone see anything? Did nothing drop? I got nothing new out of that. That's insane. I waited for a world boss that dropped less than an elite pack.
It is done.
Step up to my anvil.
I mean, seriously, just make it... I said this a few seasons ago. Just make it that resplendent sparks can drop occasionally. That will make people feel better.
An excellent. It's worth a legendary prize for the mainlander.
Well, there's nothing necessarily wrong. Which game, if you don't mind me asking?
An excellent pull, my friend. Fate smiles.
Ah, mainlander, what brings you?
Yeah, I mean, this is part of it. It's like having this as a time capsule is really cool. As I said, the time capsule of early Diablo 4 has been great. I don't know the game. Cool. But I am going to... at that point, I think I'm going to say it's time for me to say good night. Oops, I didn't mean to... I pushed the wrong button there. Didn't... That was a royal emerald. I absolutely should have held on to that one. Too easy to make that mistake. They shouldn't have made the royal gems... I mean, the way that the gems salvaging... Royal gem salvaging for less than they take to craft is just crap. Ah. Wait, I thought... So people have been saying you get these royal gems. Maybe you do have to salvage them. People have been saying you get the royal gems. Maybe I do need to salvage all of those royals. Because you can't do anything with them. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Because all of these are royal or higher.
Wise to seek an Ascari where stone. Here's what remains.
So it's 100,000, but to make a royal is 100,000. Okay, that's...
Stones to cut? Gems to set?
I can make a grand diamond, which I don't need. I can make a grand ruby, which will help me. What I need is lots of topaz. I can make 1 grand topaz.
Good luck, mainlander.
So I unsocket that
Thousands of
and
gems
that.
in a handful of dust.
And then I socket that and that. I refuse to do the gem
Welcome
grind
to the Isles. From creation, destruction.
at the level that you need, where you need to make, like, apparently you need to grind gems at a rate of just hundreds of gems, hundreds of these really hard to get gems, in order to make 5 of those, in order to make 1 of the next one, and then you do that multiple times. It's just, the grind is too long. Helltide. And the Undercity. Okay. And with that, I am going to head off to bed. To bed! Yeah, that was fun. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, Butterfly, for the company. It was really good to have you here. I look at the thing I was talking about, which has made me tempted, but I really can't. And I'll let it slide, and then I'll have no regrets, is this, which is on sale. Instead of being 5,700, if I look at how much platinum costs me, 5,000 is like $70. So like where it says like 18,000 is $225. So this here is like a $300 set for me. Like $300 on cosmetics. Even at 75% off, that's still like a $70 set just to make my character. Now this is the Wrath set, Battle Gear of Wrath. This is the Storm Rage set, which I absolutely love. The Pale Rider is weird. That's the Death Knight one. Rogue would be Shadow. Bloodfang makes sense. Love the Bloodfang armor. The Netherwind regalia, I farmed for that for ages in World of Warcraft. Don't care about 10 Storms at all. This is my favorite looking armor set at all in almost any game, and that's a beautiful version of it. I love that. I'd love that for my Paladin, but it's just not worth the $70. And I don't care about the Warlock, the Nemesis raiment. This stuff looks amazing. I absolutely adore it. I can't bring myself to do it. Well, mine does, but I cannot bring myself to spend as much on a cosmetic set for virtual characters as I do. And I do okay as I do on like a good shirt for myself. Just no. But yeah, the full set, like, being $300, my clothes don't cost that much. That's just insane. The discounted price is even that's ridiculous. It's just no. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. This has been a lot of fun. And as always, good luck finding the stories that make you happy. Bye everyone.